Alright, so this is just a short video on how to make horns in Zbrush. Let's see here. So I'm just going to insert an object, so maybe just a cylinder, or you could use a sphere, whatever object you want. And I might just use my Sculptress to just smooth it up just a bit. Round it out slightly. And, this is going to be like one section from the horn basically, and you could do a bunch of things. I might want to just cut out this part here. So what I'm going to do is Control Shift, go in here, maybe bring up my slice tool, maybe the lasso, and I could just use my lasso here to cut out a little section of this, maybe cut out some of the sides. Symmetry works on this too, so I could go and do this symmetrically. Just go in and smooth that up just a bit. So I got my little horn piece. That, yeah, it's looking kind of cool. And then what I can do is this. I might want to, you might want to kind of go in and scale it roughly to the starting size of the horn that you would want, whatever's going to fit in there. I'm going to keep it straight though for now, horizontal or perpendicular, I guess. So to create this, what we would do is hold down Control, and move this up until we get to, approximately the distance where this is kind of nestled on top there. Now this part is important, so I'm still holding down with my cursor here. I'm going to let go of Control, but I'm still holding down. Now when I drag up, you can see it's going to just keep duplicating, kind of like how I created the spikes on the back in the previous video. So what I can do is just kind of do it again. So Control, I'll raise this up a little bit, and then let go of Control, and then just keep moving up until I have, the length I want for the horns, basically. Now what I can do is, right now just this last piece is unmasked, so I'm going to get rid of my mask, so Control, click, marquee select, just to get rid of the mask. And now we can go in and start shaping things. So if I go into the little gear, so we can do things like taper, right? So I could maybe taper the end a bit, come to a finer point. I could go in and maybe twist if I wanted to add in a little bit of a twist through the horns, right? We could do that. I can maybe bring in an extra twist, just go back into it twice. We could also go in and then bend it as well, so I can create a bend curve, right? So I can start bending it to whatever kind of direction or angle I want it to be in. Now the cool thing with a bend curve is that once we get started with this, there's this orange handle here. Now you can see it kind of adds in more dots there into the curve. So as I go through this, I can kind of pick a few more dots here. So I can just kind of keep adding in more dots until I get the shape of the horns that I want. And then as I'm going, I could add in even more dots, right? Just to get even more control over the shape. Right? So I get quite a lot of control that I have here. Right? And I can always go back down again to a lower curve until I've got exactly the shape I want. And then when I'm done, I can hit the gear, go back to Gizmo 3D, maybe center that, hold down Alt, maybe put it at the base. Right, and I've got a new unique horn that I can then mirror across to the other side, which looks pretty cool. All right, and that's it. Cheers.